abusuya ma kwa ba POG political media no so na say POG highway no so na yaje brand yaje penny say da beja for be bawra Ghana amanyo say mu no so ate no ma hu de ekoso e wo highway no so na messages on subscribe to POG abejo subscription na wa share no for so insa atumi aka no so hu no mate de ekoso e wo my Ghana amanyo say mu na ye bawra political highway no so ani ye bawra easy akache bim enstem bia babetodwa efa eye J.Mensǎh na ekame akoye se eye dwumaku bi anase dwumaku bi omo hye easy electoral commission mu ache se omo hwe etoto ne ma se de be ya eye mentime ho ase nsi ebra ye beto aba no ebra abato okoso na ekame akoye se J.Mensǎh ache se wa dissolve sa eye ekuo ya ache se wapamo mu ede ye free eye easy aso eye se omo nko na omo ehia omo dwumadi ewo eye easy hobiem nanzo se sa apamu ya apamu mu no kame akoye se ento asum evize eye next month December 7th ye beto aba na bibia so betimi asi mentime ho ase bia betimi asi na se dwumaku wo mhwe abre sa de na ase no wapamu ma na ase wa yoma free eye easy aso eye na te se bibi wo ho a te se ebetimi asi eye December 7th no abusuya mese so bejebre na waje penny na ya bawura sa eye ensem yemu ne atiemu ye medase
ase bibia eboko
yen sha same free say the previous elections 2020 the yanko baako ye chi baako pe eno no mo ni yi sidi ko ne say na we ababe story for free.
Okay, so my main further, for example, Center for Conflict Resolution, a part of the CSOs are Mahama. Since 2008, Omuye election observation. As a matter of fact, 2012, Omuya accreditation, 2016, 2020, and interestingly, even as a North by election, no, na Omuwa accreditation to, as it were, observe about one. And so, one pass from nowhere, easy, but see, yen to me. Because we share CSOs, no, only a very credible CSOs, as a matter of fact. Center for Conflict Resolution, the opinion ye General Arnold Quino, Onuna Oye, the first commanding officer of ECOMOC. Omo establish ECOWAS and economic integration. Exactly, but Liberians no, they decided to have a military aspect to it. So Omo ye ECOMOC, not Onuna first commanding officer, Ghanaian. So a true statesman. Yawo Human Security Research Center and so Roxanne Masoon, very renowned Nipa Oye Juma for many years within the civil society space and advancing security by advocating the need for human security in Semno Ebemuno Ejuma. Any access to basic necessities of life to say nsuo edwani bibia obeda any adi jetike. Yes, so we've been working within that space, and interestingly, at certain points any government here to me juma your meetings together we join to address a lot of security challenges in Ghana. Mikai some time ago even the Minister of National Security. And one of the main issues I discussing, how do we address it? And some time ago, so na minya call from then Minister of Information, Kojo Opon Nkrumah. No, see, government per se, omun say any say to bring peace to Dagbon. So we need your help. And truly, yeah, boy. So a organization, a terrorist organization. And so we are really shocked by it because the true letter no. In fact, Kratano, apart from salutations, your address, your contact details, bibia woho, your organizational objectives, any past experiences, your special areas of interest, and even your attache registration documents, okay, and we even indicated observers your person and deploy, and already nami were north, me call Nantong, Tolong, Zabzugu, me call Tatali, you call Yendi, Kumbungo, and so many other places. Already you're training over 2,000 observers on the ground to observe Sa Apatono. Unfortunately, you're Krata from EC. And Krata no very straightforward. Almost re-application for accreditation as observer for 2024 general election.
Okay.
I bring you warm greetings from the Electoral Commission and trust that this letter finds you well. I thank you for your application for accreditation for election observation. Then we a killer point, The Commission is unable to accept your application at this time. Kindly accept assurances of our highest regard. Yours sincerely, Madam J.Mensǎh, chairperson of EC sign here. So it's quite straightforward. Commission is unable to accept your application at this time. Or more excuse or more explanation. We thought in the spirit of decency and transparency, at least more explanation. Maybe a document, muko checki.
Yeah, document not so, but you show we na your share in yan class. Observer groups, Muru power battle.
You see, CSOs are a very critical feature of every democracy. Kabina min kabi, and we share your kabina min kabi since the inception of the Fourth Republic. CSOs play a very important role. In fact, we see who are kabina min kabi, not CSO participation in governance. It's not democracy. For years on end, what we do is deploy for different parts of the countries. Polling stations, how many people are on the roll, so far how many people normal vote here, only polling agents, no mube kasa, is everything okay, only security officers, mube tumia kasa, just to ascertain adia ekoso. And we are very much in favor and are in the interest of Electoral Commission, because lately there were assembly within the media about EC. Ebimu say omu pese omu year election, omu pese omu year say any, and I feel say yes sir, a say GDA you were in EC jumem, because if you undermine the institution, you undermine the process. And examples that we can cite. I mean, Kenya, for instance, prior to Omu 2007 Abatuano, Africa Union, Omu early warning mechanism document be pointing to the fact that that process by the Independent Electoral Commission of Kenya are very undermined. So Omu sheye, if not basa beba, Omu sheye, then in the end, the same can be said about Ivory Coast 2010 elections. Any civil society participation, how people were prevented from, observing when to me say process. So civil society, say, who black will say that yes, black, and yet dark gray and a dark ash. Who white we say white. Who red we say it as it is. And yes, sir, it builds public confidence. Any GDA in that process. So in essence, CSOs should be seen by Electoral Commission as partners rather than say opponents.
Mebo ayana we do be a CSOs near the Tembia ayana you say muta engage bodies be am for say or say moko kwaya de this year about one na engagement no ko saying Ghana dodo say na nya na dodo say na nya and musu say your friend engagement e bi na mo manko ntine mo nya ana criteria bi wo ha we say obi meeti this year be a month meeti and I say application ni late they be in fact application no call 4th September
this year. Debia na yedinichi, and we were told say on the first week of November, yabeti omuka, and truly yeti omuka first week of November. And yet late because as we speak, even media, minye sure say mo accreditation, GJ, omu deadline na 31st of last month. Okay, so timing no there is a no. Yani easy. I mean, Mikai. Anchebia yeko aye na ono oba honum no ye stakeholder engagement be na Professor Nchudanso ono, so he was one of the speakers there. Yeka about about wasem ye buying bosem and how do we improve security in the country. So omunim ye yes you animo I don't think say Assembly has anything to do with meeting be na ya anko ana your credentials and bibisa because your boy Juma pa not just within Ghana, most of the international organizations, even Center for Strategic Studies Omoba Ghana, they get in touch with us because
what you know a bad dena yisi beka say one apply credible year on my year Jumani ade. A better never can say more apply, but for this time, young farmer more doors to do and I say, what do you mean, Debena?
You see, Ushe Mrano, even any citizen, once you're a citizen of Ghana, over to me, I want to be an observer, okay? Denial, no, I mean, we've sat around, we've spoken about it just to understand identity, what is going on. So the way we are very surprised about it, that's the same way we are surprised about it because you're new DSE. So we would have expected, say, Sakratano, at least move indicating, even if it is a line, you are not duly registered. And organization no more criminal maybe. And I just explain something. So we try say Electoral Commission need reason to deny us accreditation.
I even me know Director of Operations, Center for Conflict Resolution Ghana, and Kasai Ura Masun, Roxen, Engni, and Komo. Roxen, what do you mean? Me mo ajuba YouTube is anyway. Bibi aboko there. But Akroma di observer groups on person ko observe about 2024 year. Yisi chese ontumi en granto mo sa permission no. Mo ka ho bi na mo sa kan ya na se mo so ka mo nsa nka no ho.
Yo medawasi na meda YouTube fo ase se adwuma pa mo boma o mine eni motifu. Yensaka isi letter no na at some of the chair say they are sorry that they are not able to give us accreditation to monitor this year's election. Na Oshe Center for Conflict Resolution obi a order no ura Jana Arnold Queen, send a minua Adi Sani Kayan.
Okay.
Or your beer, Wabwa or my pen. And Yaka election monitoring Center for Conflict Resolution. Yani iti Juma free 2008. So even as recent as North by election. Ye Juma finching, ye no munya sambiao. So it was a shock that ya throw application to EC, say Omuma observers, Omuma accreditation for observers in 2024 election. And there was no any reason assigned to EC denying us accreditation. So the founder and executive director of Center for Conflict Resolution was not happy at all because he didn't understand why he has worked with EC for these years. But for EC to just write, I think, a one sentence text to him say, this year, sorry, say, yes, to me more accreditation.
Hello, Mr. Bazoon.
Yes.
When you say, Obi and Kawani, Juma Daddy, Ebia, my baby, Abia, Manian Quanqua Juntina, sir, response here by.
What?
It's in them, yeah. Bebrinani at free the onset. Na Kamiako, yes, sir, in Semia Babituja easy as a one da, Sumioso, and as one da, and Benessa decision or make ye. Oh, sorry, as Wapamu, a Jumedia, mo, a share, a bread, a yemen, and I say, or manage conflicts, a bribe to Abano. What's me up a moment, dear? And try you cry, na, on a Haipoka. The Hiana say, yeah, and this Yamanu, and I say, Amanu Kuni, Nabek, Kamutuma, and the Abum na, Oma working together, say the Baya, Mentemo Hasibia, in see if it's a Ghana no ya, Tina Asumbi match, and you say to us, no Kosusa. Say, unlike here, I'm also like in about to us, no what is answering that.
It's a nice question. And then I, Mama, saying, Kay, you be puna one year you want. Say, so we draw your attention to say, oh, my you win, Tina, yent me, Mama, says in this year, Mafum Marawi, and Tino this year, no, yam pete no be to man. Na ya tina ya timia ko tina say oh ampane isipo kae no ya diboni say ye top papi na idibe ma isifo a ana say ye nsihye ya bi and na idibe to kwamu na ya ye no ma ye next time ya no opportunity then we will know what we have done wrong. But uchro keke say oh we are sorry yet me more accreditation. You are not being fair to the center. So what me cry say, oh, Mosanta no, muye terrorist organization, and now muye siya, yet me momo accreditation this time. And now say, muba asu no from mabadi in somebody way, and now 2020, mad in somebody way, yet me momo accreditation bioma. Say you bet me say, oh, ne people kaya na correct, and yana correct. Ne ashishe no my say next time you have your opportunity. Then but this time there was nothing like that. The whole organization was not happy. Our director and founder, General Quinn, was not happy. So we wrote back to EC for reapplication for them to reconsider and rescind their decision to deny us opportunity to monitor elections. And now, Minuya Adib Kasano, or Kabibi, Mamifantosu. For Zebesunu, ye easy for Tamfo, ye be boa motuman. Omuye tumanu finchia, ye baka so easy a yard. Teribito chima, ye baka so oh, it's in ka would wait to and ka sami embata.
But
Mr.
Roxon,
the boy is to man.
Mr. Roxon.
Yes.
Sir, ye diama e bimu, niya mamuno, unyi se bibi wom.
So the few woman is in a bit me say, oh, Center for Conflict Resolution, Human Security and Research Center Ghana, Jatike, Maya Boniwe, and now the one meet criteria. And I just say, is the criteria be to work and a yarn to me and the quanisu. Or one for criteria biamba, and one so much apply. And it's the same application I hear from 2008. The same format in edition. No mubeka says we are. If the Fobeka say, or Zebezunu, Wabo Monu, no mumbe more training. Can be no mother more training. So we were expecting that they will approve our letter, and as I say, Mu or Zebezuna Mupete deploy no. Mumbo Monu, Naya Momo or Mupin Shayana at the election. So send your being Quayaboni. It didn't happen so.
And say the way forward, a young farmer more de more reapply, more crana more money engagement and answer more.
Yes, what we say if you acquire human institution, they listen to powerful media stations to say UTV. They listen to a law. And the some of it to money, ya tap or money with the common share. This is not what take no. they should reconsider. And now, I want to be at the fire. It's all done at the another Ubon Nabasu.
Yeah.
Meaning, and me need physical documents, but and some of me say, Reverend Akuffo Uforibuati, and an chairman for this observers group. Ntia Mr. Can say why yes, my pa. So be idea, I say a danasi. Nti me pese me born about to say on ya ne preaching star, but e ko enimu no. E be pese obi a be ye djuma e be bo man. Nti Reverend Akuffo Uforibuati me nse o ye commissioner baako. Adwuma o ye no, nsa ma ye tie no. Aso ye ni. Nti won koso na ye djuma pa ma o man. Yami best strategy. But se bibi wo ha, your best strategy is say, omumfa tu yam penny phone na won say anokwenu wa tell o mani. Anya afi na in the tie and I say bibi be trouble.
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Roxon, you better say you your brain ti yedo ebesia. You better ora Masun Roxon as ono Director of Operations Center for Conflict Resolution ono yenene ekasara di bienhwe ye ben ano anesa sa kan na kakra little over 20 days na ekwa koto abai yi accreditation ho so de ma observer mission ya emma na yisi na ho boane ade mu hu ne sen
credibility of that process no nyina
and no hope na
the fact that omo am accreditation no yeah research bebree to gauge people's opinions and then no mo dwene about no any and statistics no are quite shocking. They be as our politicians or muka assembly they don't appreciate the extent to which affecti ebimu the way omojeni ana adia omoye. But largely, there were quite a big section of the population who feel say EC pese omunvia election. So, in the spirit of that transparency and the love of the country, we feel say mayambua EC to get Ghanaians to understand say omubetumi are trusted in the process. The fact that you be organizing free, fair, credible elections. But afi, EC say, omu pese ye ni omu ye juma. Enti na ya ye throw appeal no. And I'm hoping say, they would realize say omu ye mistake kesiye.
But Sunny, what I mean so me twitwi maso kakra ne say observer missions ni bi a mo ye outside Ghana. Me hwehwe mu che so mo nsaka Ghana house e bi nsaka e ho no enye wonwa kakra se akoba ne sa se dem bisa Mr. Wasun na enye wonwa se ye dia me bi ni amfa mo
exactly enti na ye bisa no what is going on and then ECC why what do they have up their sleeves were ill motivations and for the love and sanctity of that process, you know. We are completely confused about it. International observers were and mostly domestic observers too. Okay. But then your compulsory say you would have to be because Mrabia and Trese, you would have to be a member of Kodeo to observe elections. Besides, last elections controversies are equal with respect to Kodeo and Adi. So individual civil society organizations was an important role because unim minya ya ochina Ghanaians baby say claim to be civil society. What did you do about it? So we feel say a very much part of our fulfillment of your mandate to ensure say about to anu ebeko come out without issues because they be me see about where we are one of the most important in your Fourth Republic. The level of desperation minia on the part of various political actors. Sometimes
Munam form kakra campaign who is saying for both the advance 12 because now Ghana Freedom Party out. Grounds saying more tall Ghana grounds saying is there tension and I say maybe also more observe na campaign saying.
All right, so Ghanaians be brave. They feel say campaign Accra, any Kumasi, any Takrade, but who a proper campaigner with their core hinterlands,
Then
the interest are more in Apatuano and yet easy.
Okay.
Sometimes ube to me share obi one course school, but the way or to me explaining economics, it's quite fascinating. And so we are politicians. Then you feel say Adibia Ubeka, that is what the people take Ghana as Sisakra. People have become quite conscious. However, Minya, I think the Ehami, yes, I deep suspicions,
Sudden.
Say obi pese on obi pese on yesi, any see me pese me repeating in a hard dream. Anything I see. The most appropriate thing to do at this point, and transparency. Fili gaduchi obia ben who say sa na eye no
that's all kind of sad and here say conflict yi mo boa celebrate asundwe beba ye koye nim even though munya accreditation ye security arrangement EC ni Ministry of Interior Defense na there mo hu ne say
recently I think no radio station be omo frame omo see IGP one car about the security arrangement. I didn't say, let me see David, take it easy. By Bossem and to say football commentary and ye bibia ubeka every step of the way. Sometimes uka too much ubema information to nipa bonifono and they might change their plan. Minim say Ghana Police Service omoni election security task force omo boy jumapa just Namitie news bite be IGP Damparo or see everybody should relax. It's going to be a peaceful election. Anyone who misbehaves, police will deal with the person. Okay. So in my opinion, I think plans are far advanced. But Ghanaians almost relax. I'm sure early days yet, very close to December 7th. Me sure say police almost announce almost strategy. Maybe at that point, police be or leave they would all come back and omobe deploy. Maybe we free Tamalia, or deploy you or Tamale. You'll be deployed in an unfamiliar territory because of acquaintanceship and the possibility of compromise. So plans there will hop and the international observers to be brave. I mean EU observer mission. I talk with them. We are friends. I mean they omobisa. What's going on? How is the political atmosphere? So you have more and more information. So I'm hoping, say, EC are one of the most important institutions so far as Abatuano as is concerned. I think critical among my attention to transparency.
Yes, all tries to be observed Abatu, but there's one thing Ghanaians Kasafa who say, "Ye 2 year, ya to able bono, ye be can one some." Area near Kwakwada, spoiled ballot. Any sawi, Roberhena, Ubia Stanley, accord this good trees canada, but to about be na ballot has said near Deno, and you became political party. But one tisse, ye young who did an ye young one church, and I see a Kotoba. This year, one I'm former to say.
Well, you call quite a number of places, hinterlands, education, educator, papa. EC almost, NCC, National Commission for Civic Education, and then who say Omoka.
But as it sort of J. now J. Penny, POG political highway, and so say Mbrawasway, Nayamfa, a political highway in the moon, some ambition, Guabu, announce regime, letting who the echoes will over my Ghana. Now, also subscribe to POG. Make sure also subscribe to POG. No, hit the notification bell on or wait on the highway for daily updates. On Sabbath, me account will push it and answer what should be ɛde ama afoforɔ na afoforɔ so nsa ka no ma hu de ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu na ɔwɔ sɛ nkan bi anaasɛ nkɔmmɔtwitwi bi so a wɔde bɛhyɛ the comment section hɔ na POG mmeranteɛ yɛbɛkan na yɛama wo mmuaeɛ meda ase sɛ ɔgye berɛ no agye penny de ma POG